And this is Todd. So I'm getting ready to open this figure, and of course I had to ask the question, is she too sexy? So for those who are just tuning in, I usually cover all kinds of figure stuff, and I was just looking at her as I was making the thumbnail thinking, holy cow, she is dressed kind of scantily, and I don't know. I mean, we have other figures too that have, just a little bit of clothes on, but it's the style of clothes she has too. We'll talk more about her in a minute. Let me go ahead and pull up this video so I can see your guys' comments. There it is. It's the style of clothes she... All right. So let's see who's on here. There are 5 people on here. So before I jump into this, I did want to talk about some of the other Evil-Lyns. So we did get this Evil-Lyn in MasterVerse. And this Evil-Lyn came with multiple heads. I actually like the white hair better, so I left her in the white hair as opposed to the helmeted head. I suppose I could dig and look for the helmeted head. And she came with a staff. There it is. Here is her staff. It's a long staff. And there it is. And an extra head. And the first batch of the female figures they released, of actually all the figures they released, were not just that spectacular, but as time went on, they got better and better. I mean, look at this Tila. Of course, this is the wrong head for this Tila to begin with. But look at this Tila. She has a G.I. Joe head on her, though. And then compared to this Tila, I mean, a huge difference. The new Tila is so much better all the way around. It's just crazy how they kept improving. And look at this Catra. Again, excellent figure. They did a really good job making Catra. She-Ra, a little bit of chin problems, but still excellent figure. They did a really good job on her. And look at the difference. Oops. She-Ra took a tumble. Look at this tween Beastman. Okay, here's the first release Beastman. Boom, boom, boom. And here's the new Beastman. I mean, come on. He could just take him out, no problem. I mean, he's so much more cooler looking. Now, I know that he was not in the cartoon, and this is based on the cartoon, and she's based on the cartoon, so I get it. The cartoon is the way they drew her, but still, just a thought. All right, Nomsky says, new Tila is great. She is great. Delaxorian says, I mean, let's be fair. He-Man basically wears a furry Speedo. Yes, He-Man is not dressed in a lot of clothing. That is correct. I don't know. It's funny, too, because my wife was walking by while I was making the thumbnail. And I asked her, I said, does she look too sexy to you? And she started giggling, kind of laughing. She goes, oh, my. And I'm like, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Now, I have to admit, the Evil-Lyn that I made, my custom right here for classics, I did purposely try to make her a little bit more gratifyingly appealing by adding the leg strap for her knife and the choker around her neck and some other things. And, that does kind of add some more appeal to her, having things like that. But we will take a look. Oh, forgot to put her... her Staff of Power. Staff of Power! All right, let's go ahead and dive into this. And let's look at this figure. Did I forget my scissors? I got some scissors right here. These will work. I guess I should pick She-Ra off the floor before I step on her and break her. That would be bad. All right, back of the box. Let's take a look. Hey, Black Phoenix 77. Hot Topic Tila, or Evil-Lyn, I mean. Hot Topic Evil-Lyn. That's funny. Evil-Lyn. The evil sorceress of Castle Grayskull. That sounds so weird. Of all Skeletor's evil warriors, there is nobody he relies on more than Evil-Lyn. She was instrumental in his quest to destroy He-Man and steal the power of Grayskull for her service. Skeletor named her the new sorceress of Castle Grayskull. This gift, however, comes with a curse. As sorceress, Evil-Lyn is bound to the castle, making her its and Skeletor's prisoner. But it's okay. She had her girlfriend here, Beastman, to tell her how, Skeletor was abusing her and stuff. So that was good that he was around for that. Okay. If you haven't seen Revelation cartoon, it is crazy. I mean, you see Beastman, he's all tough and rough and everything else, and then you see him in these scenes, the Evil-Lyn one-on-one talking, and I feel like I'm watching a Lifetime movie. It was really bizarre. And then, of course, she tries to seduce Skeletor as well in one of the scenes. It's like, oh, kissing Bones directly on... I mean, he has no lips. I'm lipless, baby. And it's like, holy cow! Anyway, so if you haven't seen the cartoon yet, hopefully I'm not spoiling it for you. There are some crazy, crazy, crazy scenes in that cartoon that is just unbelievable. So let's go ahead and pull her out of here. Now, I kind of wish you came with an extra head. That'd have been cool. So you could have the bat motif head on or a regular head. Now, I know that wasn't per the cartoon, but it would have been nice to have just for display possibilities. She does come with extra hands, though, so that's cool. Again, in the cartoon, she didn't have 4 hands, but here she has 4 hands. Okay, I know, ridiculous, right? So let's go ahead and get her out of here. Any more strings attached? Oh, she's got tape. No, not the tape. So you're probably wondering why I'm complaining about the tape. The tape's not that bad right now when you first open the figure. No big deal, right? But if you want to keep a figure mint in the box, or you buy one 20 years from now, this tape residue is going to be stuck in this cloth. It's going to ruin these figures. So I hate that they put tape on there, because it works if you're going to open it immediately. But if you're a mint on card collector, that residue is going to just solidify all over that cape and destroy it as time goes on. And anybody who buys these in the future is going to have the same problem of having that solidified glue from the tape all over the cloth of that figure. Now, for those that have watched many of my episodes, you know whenever I figure with a cape, I always try to cut the back of the bubble so I don't destroy the cape pulling it out. They really stuck her in her good. I did not want Evil-Lyn getting free accidentally and causing havoc in the store. Ooh, I almost cut off her finger. That could have been bad. It could have been bad. Da, da, da. There we go. Almost got her out. Woo! She is out. She is free. Ugh. With her nylons and everything. All right, let's go and break down the articulation. Let's look at your guys' live comments. Adam Shira custom vintage style Sorceress Lyn figure. I mean, I'm kind of wanting some of the new Forenza figures. Yeah, they're kind of cool. Shira was the same way. Same hands as the first Evil-Lyn. I'm not sure that's awful. I don't even have any of those hands. They're all in Ziploc baggie somewhere. Lewis says, I know I just take them out and pose them once. The cartoon was good. It got bloody. Yeah, except, come on. When he took out that battle axe, He-Man started going through all those people that were transformed. It's like in the old 80s one, they would have never done that. They would have found a way to revert them back to humans, not slice and dice with the battle axe all over the place. Okay, so it looks like her cape is made to go on her arm. We'll do that in a few minutes. Let's first get the articulation out of the way for those that don't collect these figures normally. So there's an ankle articulation, kind of a rocker there. And then it also rotates on the foot here too. And then there is a boot cut. There's a double jointed knee. You know, they got some really good paint apps on here. I cannot believe all the paint apps just for this one figure. Look at this. You got the paint apps here. You got them on the knee itself and on this little thigh piece. Has purple, black, like a dark violet, kind of a mauve purple. It's not really mauve, I guess. I don't know what color to call it, but plum purple, I guess. Then she has an upper thigh cut. Again, much more paint apps. So this figure must cost a lot in paint apps. That's just crazy. Then, of course, her leg moves out. She has waist. She has an under the chest crunch there. And then she has her shoulder movement, bicep cut, double jointed elbow. Whoop. And then she has her wrist that bends as well. So those are all of her movements, and her head probably too. Her head does not really move that well because of all the garb around it blocking it. All right, so, and she has a cool little wand. So I was thinking about doing a head replacement and putting the other head on here, but I can see now that this is all attached to the head. So if I was to take her head off, I'd be taking off all this black piece here. Obviously it's part of this. Oh, that comes off. Okay, the cape does come off. Oh, that's cool. It looks almost like her hair or something the way it's coming down. Okay, that is kind of clever the way they did that. So I guess you could still put the cape back on. So that's a plus. So if you decide to do a head swap on her, you could still put the cape on there. Where did I stick that other Evil-Lyn? There she is. Let's check the skin tone. And that skin tone is pretty close. Let's just do it. I didn't bring hot water in here like I was planning. All right, got that off without much problem. Now it does fit looser, which is surprising. So you could go with this and then put it around her hair. And that does actually work, but the bat head actually does look better, I think. Revelation is pretty much a sloppy mess. That is funny. But I'm glad they had the skin tone the same so you could do your changes. But the black head does look better. And so even though I wanted to change it out, after I changed it, I realized I want to swap it back. All right, let's go and put these on. Now, normally I take hot water, heat these up, and pop the arm off here and slide it in. Because this might be a little difficult to get her arms through there. Let's see if we can't do this or not. Ugh. Oh, these little things. I'm pulling her hand off. I'll make it a little easier. One less thing to get in the way. Her thumbs and fingers. Tedious. Oh. I should have grabbed my O-ring pliers and stretched this thing out so I can get her. Ugh, hooray. One on. Now for the other one. Should have my wife put these on for me. She probably could have done it a whole lot faster. Ugh. Stick her hand back on. There we go. So that is pretty cool looking. Hooray. Now for the other side. I already know what to do. Pull the hand off. Let's jam her arm back here. Hooray. I'm getting skilled at this. Oh, spoke too soon. There we go. Ugh. All right. Ugh. There we go. Now she can fly like Batman. No. Well, I guess not really fly, but glide off of a cliff or a tall building. Oh, the paint's stuck on this one. Whew. There we go. All that effort, we got it done. We got it done. So let's compare her with different heights to the figures now that she has her cape on. And you can see here's the Beast Man from Revelation behind her. Here is Skeletor from Revelation. Here is the Jaw of Trapness. So you guys can see some of the figures and their heights in comparison. Hey, MasterVerse Toy Hunter, thanks for joining us. Phantom says, Tila and Revelations, how dare you sacrifice yourself and save the world, Adam. That was selfish of you and being selfless. That's funny. It's okay if you're a bit late, man. That's why we run these videos. Okay, so I even hate to ask this question. So my custom Evil-Lyn, dun, da, da, or the new sexy hot topic Evil-Lyn. If you had to choose which figure you would want. And just pretend like this is not a custom, because obviously customs are worth more because they take more time and effort and everything else. So imagine these both being in packages, same price. Which would you prefer? I'll tell you my preference in a few minutes, but now my Evil-Lyn, her cape is removable. And she does have a cool little mini skirt. Dun, dun, dun. So you can see how cool that is. Here's her back too. Her cape goes down. Knife on the side. And she does have an alternate head. And she has an empty helmet to add to the coolness. All right, let's see your guys' comments. Or if you really like the first Evil-Lyn we got with MasterVerse, you can also vote on her too. What the heck? So you got 3 votes here. 1 vote, 3 choices. And here's her back too, so you can see what it looks like. Cool little skirt as well on her jacket. You just do not want to hold your purse, do you? Oh, that's cool. She has blue fur around here, and it's the same blue fur that propagates the cape over there. Okay, that's pretty cool. I didn't notice that till just now, that the fur carries over. Let's see. Phantom says the custom Evil-Lyn is better. Toyner says I'd prefer the more classic Evil-Lyn in my collection personally. Let's see. Somebody says new Evil-Lyn. Yeah, I saw they lowered the price to $9 each. It was killing me. I saw Hordak was that price too, and I was gonna get another Hordak just for customizing. I thought, you know what? I don't need to. I don't need it. And I walked out of the store. They had a whole bunch of them for $9 a piece. I thought I could even use his armor for stuff. I could use armor and put it on Skeletor and make a Horde apprentice Skeletor too. But I left Hordak there on the shelf. I like the yellow Evil-Lyn. Yes, Jason. Nice. Some items can be price matched within 90 days at Target for toys. Nice. I don't understand why she's dressed as a bat. She's Batgirl, man. No, 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 no. I think it's wanted to have some kind of bird motif thing, and they couldn't go with a regular bird. But you know what? I think a raven would have been way cooler. But you know, they have bats all throughout this. Like Skeletor has the bat on his chest right there. Hordak uses a bat. So I think in the Moto world, the bat represents total evilness. So I think that's probably why they went with the bat. Just my own guess. So, believe it or not, I actually like the new one better than my custom. Now, I'm not going to trade my custom for a new one. I have them both. I'm keeping my custom because it was a lot of work to make her. But even though I even asked the question, is she too sexy? She's too sexy for this line. Anyway, for a kid's toy, I would be kind of embarrassed to hand this to my grandson and say, have fun. I actually would, especially if my son walked in and saw him playing with this. I'd be like, oh, Dad, why'd you give him that? I would feel fine handing him this figure. I'd be okay handing him this figure, but I would feel really awkward handing him this figure. He's 4 years old, and I'm like, you know, I don't really think I would feel comfortable handing a 4-year-old child that figure to play with. Let's see. The Laxorian says, man, I did some rehab work with giant fruit bats. They are super cool animals. Nice. She's married to Batros. I love it. That is so cool. She is Screech. A lot of people do associate with Evil-Lyn turning into Screech. I've seen something like that before in the past, and it's kind of cool looking. And yeah, I kind of like that idea. So she turns into the sorceress. She should have been a Screech version. That would have been really cool if actually they went ahead and did that. Every G.I. Joe needs their Barbie. Oh. Now, I've told you guys this story before. When my boys were younger, my wife got me a G.I. Joe to use to play with them, and she got me Blanca from Street Fighter. So I had this green G.I. Joe with orange hair, orange chest hair, you know, all the cool stuff Blanca has. And my daughter, when I had friends over visiting one time, she's like, Dad, can I borrow your G.I. Joe? She wanted to use them as a date for Barbie. So Barbie was dating Blanca for my daughter. It was pretty cool. Yes, Blanca's pretty cool. Hey, at a time's Tom. Hey, Toys with Tom gone by. Thanks for joining us. Blanca is the man. Yep. Still, I would feel uncomfortable handing this to my 4-year-old grandson, especially if his mom or his dad walked in and saw it. You know, I think that'd probably be the last time they'd say, yeah, he's allowed to play with your figures. Be like, you know, I think you should leave those figures put away. Which is funny, because you're right. I mean, He-Man is scantily clad dressed, but it's not in a baby doll lingerie. So that's what kills me is it looks like something you would find in one of those lingerie magazines. But for an adult toys, sure. And I don't mean adult as in adult, but I mean as adult collectors. So don't hear me wrong. Does Evil-Lyn have the same buck as the new Evil-Lyn? Let's take a look here. It does look like her arms are similar. Just the paint schemes. Her boots are completely different. So she does have different boots. Underneath here, her legs. her legs look the same, but then it's the same legs as She-Ra and it's the same legs as Teela. So they use a lot of the same leg pieces there. And her waist is different. You can see the cut of the centerpiece is different here. And she's got more girth up here in the top than she does here. Here she's much more narrower up at the top. And here she's more girthy on the top. So this area right here, if you were to measure it. A different sculpt than this lady here, Teela. And a different sculpt than She-Ra as well. So yeah, the top half is a whole new sculpt. It's like maybe the same arms and same legs. The boots are different. And the feet are different as well. These feet here, you can tell by the wrinkles on the boots. These here are nice and smooth. And these here have some wrinkles on them. A little bit different. These have two wrinkles on top kind of crossed. But these have kind of a rough structure to them all the way around. All right. Let's see. All my female cousins had He-Mans because he was hot. Okay, man. Point taken. And you know, I think about it when my granddaughters come over. I usually don't give them a He-Man figure. I usually give them Teela, She-Ra, and you know, they haven't been over to play with her yet, but I'll probably throw her in too. And I may even throw this in with the girls too, and it probably wouldn't bother me so much. You know, because they play with what are those dolls called? Monster High dolls. So they have some dolls that are pretty scantily dressed already too. But like I said, I'd feel embarrassed giving it to my 4-year-old grandson. I grew up as a kid reading my dad's Conan comics. Yes. I want to see how they're going to make... Actually, they've already shown what she looks like for the Grayskull infused powered Evil-Lyn when she steals a sword, and she does look pretty cool. I have a video about it in one of the releases. If you take a look, you'll see it in my old videos. I'm not sure how long ago it was, but she does look pretty cool. Oh, I forgot to pull up Man-at-Arms. Man-at-Arms is a really cool figure too. They did a great job on him. There are some good ones they did. Which is funny because he was pretty close to the beginning of the line. And they did a really good job on him. But yep. Hold on a second. She's way over in the corner. I can't grab her. I was going to show you a different figure. All right. Well, I think I've pretty much blabbed long enough. Do you have the new Terraclaw Skeletor, Curious Feet, Color to Kildor? I do have the new Terraclaw Skeletor, but I've torn him apart. And you know what? I sold off most of his pieces. I forgot about that, so I can't compare the color anymore. I kept his claws, and I think I sold off the halter top piece of him. I don't remember his boots, what color they were. Sorry. Man-at-Arms is awesome. Yeah, when I was younger for a long time, he was actually one of my favorite figures. He was the #1 for a long time. But not anymore. He's not #1 anymore. But he is in my top 11. Anyway, I think that is it. It's funny, too. I look at these things I made in the past. Like I made this thing right here a long time ago. It's supposed to be that Horn of Evil. I forgot what it's called now. But you can see how I made it in 3D and stuff and then painted it. And I was so impressed with myself. And then they actually came out with one. And next to the official one, mine looks so lame. I thought mine was cool until I saw the official one. But I did make mine way before the official one. What is this thing called? Who knows what it's called? Put it in the comments. This cornucopia of evil. So I should have called it a cornucopia of evil. Maybe it is called that. Thanks, man. All right. I think I've outlived this video. It's funny. I got, oh, dominoes. I got all these parts sitting here waiting for me to paint and get ready to mail out. I mean, look at all these walls. Ugh. I got a ton of them here. All these parts. People are waiting for them on the waiting list, and I have not got around to painting them. It's just such a pain to paint them all, but I'm going to make time. I'm going to paint them. Really, I am. Look at those itty bitty. You know what? I want to see something. I want to see if these hands fit in the origins. I've not tried it yet. I think I got an extra Evil-Lyn in here to test it on. Ugh. I'm not going to open her though. I think I got one already open somewhere. Oh, well, I'm sure she has the same hands as her. We'll just try it on Tila. Ugh. They do look really similar on the pegs. You know, I'm thinking they will fit. Oh, would you look at that? Look at that. You can put the MasterVerse female hands into the MasterVerse females, onto the Origins females. That could be handy. If you're looking for a certain handy, that could be handy. If you're looking for a certain hand you need to use and you see it in the MasterVerse line and you want it for your Origins, that could work. If you need some kind of spell casting hand or something and you don't have it the Origins line. Oh, look at that. That hand is the same. The fingernail polish, though, is different. How about this hand here? Yep, that hand's the same too. So I guess I could swap these out and give her the fingernail polished hands if I wanted to. I wanted to jazz up her game and give her painted fingernails. The granddaughters would probably notice. You painted her fingernails, Grandpa. Nope, just changed hands. All right, I think we're winding down here. I am starting to jibber jabber. Now look at all these parts too that I have for. I can't turn that anymore. I got tons and tons of parts that I am in the middle of getting ready. And I'm going to open that wait list probably this weekend for the next batch. So be prepared. Yeah, too many hands. All right, where's my Evil-Lyn? There she is. Ugh. I don't want to mix her parts. So I like this figure. I think it looks really cool. I think it is too sexy though for kids, especially boys. I feel embarrassed, like I said, giving it to my grandson. I would not be too embarrassed to giving it to my granddaughters. I think my one son who has the granddaughters might say "paw" when he saw the figure. It's like I can already hear him saying it. That's what he says all the time when he thinks I'm doing something that is wrong. But I think she is cool looking though. Where is that baggie? I have a baggie of parts somewhere. There it is. That's funny. I got all these little things I made when I first started doing 3D printing. I got a Pookie. And then, what else did I make? I made the cordite crystals a long time ago before they released them with the figures. Ooh, and then I have this little device here, which was in the cartoon. Look at that. And if you guys want to get these, they're still available on my Shapeways. Not that I'm trying to give a plug or anything. If you go to my Shapeways, he-pro.com, and click the Shapeways link, I have all these little things that I made originally. Oh yeah, the Diamond Rave Disappearance. I forgot. This is the one that Mattel made, one of them. Oh, this is the Mattel one. Oh, this is the Super 7 one. You can see the difference. And then I made one also, but I can't find mine. I guess I didn't put it back in the bag when I was done with it. Oh well. I am tired. That's why I'm blabbering over nothing. All right. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, and I will see you guys next video. And make sure you leave a thing in the comment about how you feel about her sexiness. Too sexy for a kid's toy or not. I want a 40th anniversary Skeletor to buy at the store. Yes, that 40th anniversary Skeletor. Oh, so cool. That's why I bought the 2-pack. There, he's coming down off the shelf. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Look at that. Look at that. Yes, this was the 2-pack was worth it just for this figure. This Skeletor is so cool. Except for the dumb elbow joints. And articulated jaw too. Metal sword. Oh yeah, this is metal too, isn't it? Yep, that made the 2-pack worthwhile. Mike Fee, I want them both. Yeah, the 2-pack price was crazy, and I blew it too when it came online. I didn't stay on long enough for it. I was with a friend. His car was broken. We were out at breakfast. What the heck? Is Evil-Lyn taller than this tall Skeletor? Wow, she actually matches nice with this Skeletor. Look at that. The power couple. Bum, bum, bum. That looks cool. Actually, I forgot about this Skeletor until you just mentioned him. I keep thinking this is what we got. I forgot about the cool one. He does have a big head. But then again, so does He-Man from the same line. So that's why. All right. That is the end. The wedding picture. More like his ego. Yeah, the Revelation heads are really small. They definitely are. They're like bean heads. In fact, the Revelation heads are even smaller than the Origins heads. When you try to mix the parts, it looks really weird. Even though they're bigger figures, they have smaller heads. All right, like, subscribe, tell your friends, and that is really it. I am out of here. Let me just check the final messages. Is it really after 7 o'clock? No way. That can't be right. Oh, a laugh track. You know what? That'd have been so cool. Just a download even. Just a QR code you can scan with your phone to download the laugh track of Skeletor. That'd be cool. All right. Good journey.